Welcome to the MegaMets podcast, the real episode 162. Tonight, it's AEW's Forbidden Door 2026 from the Shark Tank in San Jose, California.
How are we going to do these matches? Go from bottom to top, I think?
We'll snake it.
Because that's going to be tough.
At the moment, we got 10 matches on this card. And we can kick it off with a qualifying match for a survival of the fittest battle where the winner, survival of the fittest match, where eventually the TBS title will be at stake. Sky Blue against Micah.
I choose Micah.
I'll go Sky Blue, especially when you consider the title's been vacated due to the injury suffered by Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, looks like there's actually 11 matches on the card, I believe. I'm got to get through Wikipedia.
Oh.
Now, but next match is on the pre-show, another pre-show. For the AEW Women's World Tag Team titles, Divine Dominion, the champions, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross, take on Thunder Rosa and Olympia.
Divine Dominion retain.
Figures. I choose that too.
Now
we get to the good stuff.
The final of the women's Owen Hart Cup final. Mercedes Mone against Maya World. The winner of this will face Thekla or whoever the AEW Women's Champion may be come Allin at the end of August. The storyline is this. This is basically the last belt that Mercedes has on her. And even if she wasn't, even if she wasn't going to participate in this tournament, she'd be forced to vacate it anyway.
Yeah.
Having said that, do you take this belt off her and basically throw Maya to the wolves? Or do you let Mercedes retain and allow her to go after her white whale?
I don't really know.
I mean, the only other reason Maya's being built up like this is maybe to possibly be the one to finally take the Ring of Honor Women's World title off Athena. I don't know.
She might.
Either way, I'm going to take Maya to win this one.
I'll pick Maya as well because it's high time Mercedes gets to be humbled for a change.
Especially since this is the last belt she has to lose.
Yes. Next up for the IWGP Global Heavyweight title, the champion Shota Umino versus Pac.
For those wondering how this came about, okay, let's turn the clocks back to 2019. Jon Moxley shows up in New Japan around the final day of the Best of Super Juniors tournament, beats Juice Robinson, wins the title. A few weeks later at Dominion, he beats Shota Umino in under 5 minutes, but sees the kid's got a lot of spunk and heart and takes him under his wing throughout the tour, the entirety of the G1 climax. COVID hits and Shota is stuck at the LA dojo where he's training.
Mm-hmm.
When he graduates from Young Lion status, of course, throughout this whole time, Moxley can't pronounce Shota, so he just calls him Shooter. And then, more or less, Umino starts emulating Moxley throughout the first bit of his stint in 2022 before coming back to New Japan proper as the Roughneck. The problem with this is, coming back to New Japan proper, is that he's kind of divisive in the sense that half of the people think he's the new Tanahashi. The other half think he's a Moxley clone. Those who think he's the new Tanahashi are basically the women and children. The men despise him because he's not a Moxley clone.
Because of course he's not.
After last year's New Beginning in Osaka, where Shota shaved his head and began a second chance character, which, as we all know, didn't pan out. It got him a little more success. I mean, got him all the way to the final of the New Japan Cup, got him to the playoffs of the G1 Climax, but not much came out of those. And of course, it wasn't until just a couple of weeks ago in Osaka, he finally got his first taste of gold. In that stretch of time from 24 to 26, he had called Moxley out, asking if what happened to Moxley who took me under his wing. Instead of getting Moxley, he got Claudio Castagnoli at Wrestle Dynasty, beat him. he still kept calling Moxley out.
Yeah.
Then, after finally winning gold with the IWGP Global Heavyweight title, he gets attacked by Gabe Kidd, who sent a message from Mox saying he had never been a Death Rider, and he's a disappointment. And when you consider that both Gabe Kidd and Shota Umino are in the same block of the G1 this year, which we will not predict until the field is filled out now, which won't be until at least July 7th, just as a heads up.
Uh-huh.
When Umino called Moxley out again, he instead got Pac.
Wow.
Who challenged him for the global title at Forbidden Door. So, at this point, is there really a reason for Umino to drop this belt? No. And I see Shota leaving San Jose with the belt still in hand.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I would also see Shota retain.
Good.
Essentially.
You're up.
I already did Shota Umino back. Now it's your turn.
Right. Next up is a 3-team tag match that you wonder why it's even on the card. This is Forbidden Door name only. There's no story behind it. Sky Team of Mascara Dorado and co-holder of the IWGP Junior Tag Championships, Mystico, against the Young Bucks and Shingo Takagi and Teton of Unbound Company. Is there really a point to this match?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because I don't really see it. Either way, I'm going to give this to the Bucks.
I'll also give it to the Bucks. Because I didn't really think it would. Next up for the AEW Continental title. Champion Jon Moxley against Bandido.
This is another match that doesn't need to be on this card. I mean, you want to put Moxley in line for an ROH World title shot? That's a downgrade for someone like him. Sure, he'll go after the belt, because it's a title, well, if given the chance, but I don't see him doing that. Having said that, Moxley retains here.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I don't know what's going through that head. Seriously,
Tony Khan, what the fuck makes you put this card together and it's not all New Japan versus AEW matchups?
I don't know either.
I mean, then again, you've also thrown in Stardom and CMLL into this, which makes the match quality all over the place.
Yeah.
So you're taking Mox?
I'll have Moxley retain because I feel this match is just so unnecessary.
For the AEW World Tag Titles, the new tag champs, Cage and Cope defend against Finlay and Connors, the Dogs.
This might be interesting.
It'll be fun, at least.
Yeah, it is. Open cage versus the Dogs. This is tough to decide.
Make it a street fight and we'll get it real interesting. But
yes,
Cage is still going in with a busted hand from what FTR did to him in the build-up to Double or Nothing and that I Quit match.
True. So very true.
Once that cast comes off, he's a dead duck. I mean, this was just a nostalgia trip title run for the two anyway. I'm giving this to the Dogs.
I figured you'd make that choice. I'll also give it to the Dogs. And now we're moving up even further. We're near the end of this. For the AEW Women's World title, the champion Thekla against Starlight Kid.
This goes back because Thekla has had some experience working at Wonder Ring Stardom. But recently, she spat on the logo of Stardom, and that is an insult. So Starlight Kid has stepped up to defy her. But let's face it, kid, your star is going to come down, crash, and burn.
Yup.
I'm giving this to Thekla.
Thekla will retain. We're now heading to the good stuff.
In the men's Owen Hart Cup final, Will Ospreay against Swerve Strickland. Once allies, now turned bitter enemies. Especially when you consider the common enemies of the Young Bucks were stripped of their positions of EVPs of the company, at least in kayfabe.
Yeah.
And the Death Riders no longer hold the AEW World Championship. Now they've gone on different pathways. Will recently married the woman he had been dating for a time. He has recently married Alex Windsor, the woman he had been dating for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And
whoever wins going to get that opportunity. This is a tough choice.
who goes all in? I say you give it to Will. He needs it. It'll be in his hometown. Send him
It
home
would be
after.
fitting, so I think my vote will be on Will Ospreay. Mm-hmm.
Nick, your turn.
Next up, we've been looking through. We went through the Owen Hart final. Oh yeah, the other one. I'm looking through it, and it's already. Oh yeah, it's Ego and Zack. Oh yeah, a one-on-one match. Now this one's a one, the semi-main. Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr.
This should be interesting. These two haven't faced each other in a one-on-one fight in almost 9 years. Last time they faced each other one-on-one was in the 28th G1 Climax tournament when Kenny was IWGP Heavyweight Champion, leading the Elite after the Civil War within Bullet Club that time occurred, and Zack was still in Suzuki-gun. Brutal Jazz against Extreme Hard Symphony. I'm going to give this one to Omega.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling you're going Zack, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going with Zack.
Finally, the main event, 12-man steel cage warfare. Team MJF, consisting of Maxwell Jacob Friedman and 5 members of the Don Callis family, specifically Kazuchika Okada, Kyle Fletcher, Jacob Doyle, Kevin Knight, and Andrade El Idolo, take on Team Mark Briscoe, consisting of the conglomeration of himself, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly, alongside Darby Allin and AEW International Champion Konosuke Takeshita. If Team Briscoe wins, Mark gets a future AEW world title shot, which we all know he's going to lose with it. Once he cashes in, we know he's going to lose anyway.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be a toughest one.
The big problem with area in this story is the dissent between Andrade and the Don Callis family. I mean, it was bad enough they had to kick Takeshita out last month, but I think the Don Callis family is the snake is finally starting to eat itself from within the DCF.
Yeah.
I mean, having a faction that big, I mean, look how the Bobby Heenan family fell apart 40 years ago. Too many butter. I mean, Don's got his hands in too many butter containers, if you catch the drift.
Mm-hmm.
It's ultimately what did the weasel in back in the old days of the World Wrestling Federation. And to a lesser extent, also did Jimmy Hart in, too. Having said that, I see Andrade turning on his team. Team Briscoe comes out on top. And Mark gets the title shot.
Yeah. I think that would be the best choice. Give Briscoe's team what he wants, so that way he can take on MJF.
And ultimately lose. It's just a matter of when that title shot comes. At the soonest, it would probably be at the next television taping. At the latest,
that would be too soon.
You know how Tony is with how stupid Tony Khan is with this.
Oh, don't even get me started.
But as I was saying, at the latest, it would happen at Redemption in Montreal in July. Though I honestly think that the guy who's going to get the title shot at Redemption is going to be Speedball.
Yep.
Having said that, that's it for tonight's episode. We'll be back at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, mostly due to scheduling issues with the traditional 7 slot with our friend Kevin from the Jedi Sports Network because of a conflict with NXT's Great American Bash event. Comment, like, and subscribe to both the Aboriginal Sports Network, the Hardcore Sports Network, and our separate channels. He's MegaMet NG. I'm Mets2128. We are the MegaMets Podcast. Goodbye and good night. Thanks.
Dang. See you tomorrow.
Later.